I'm here with Wally Reeves, and he is the owner and proprietor of Toe Tag Clothing Company. And we just saw the window pane tonight, and saw that Jared is pimping your gear tonight. How did that go about?
I just asked them, and they agreed to do it. They like supporting aggressive art, and they got aggressive music, so it kind of went together like that.
Where else can people find your apparel?
You can go to Gardenia's Bookstore and Learning Center in Derry. It's on 11 Birch Street, and it's a tarot card reading shop and a learning center and tea room. And if you want to support Toe Tag Apparel and you like what you see, definitely check it out.
Now, as far as online, where can people find you?
They can find me at www.myspace.com/CE4. And if you go on MySpace, you can see the pictures of it, and it gives you numbers and information about gardenias.
Excellent. Wally Reeves, Toe Tag Apparel. Creepy. We're here doing our segment. We're here at Creepy Creations doing our segment, Show Us Your Tattoos. The man has got some tattoos.
Got a few. I've got some things like diabetic symbol. Diabetic, so you need something. I got a little warning button on my wrist. Dan Gruling did it. I've got my first tattoo I ever did. I did my kneecap, did some skulls. Since then, added a bunch of things to the bottom of it. Kyle Dukes did Mr. Creepy on me. So people always say, yeah, where is it written? Well, I got it written down my leg. I think some of your tattoos need themes. So a lot of my tattoos have themes to them. I have things that start up my arms, different things that started out piecing things together in their collages. One that I'm proud of, unfortunately a good friend of mine didn't get a chance to finish, but it's a giant gargoyle eating an arm on my back, with a guy torn apart on my side, with another guy screaming in terror that takes up half my torso. I think what it does is it represents art, you know what I mean, by expression. When you look at it, you feel different things by looking at tattoos. Mine just happens to be, most of them, I like the skulls, and I like the little bit more creepier stuff, It's not evil, just kind of creepy, And I think that's what makes me me. Like, everybody's tattoos make you up as an individual.
So Manchester is called ManchVegas. What folklore have you heard about that name?
That's a good question. I'm kind of new on the scene, and that was kind of a term. So I would assume that it's like Las Vegas, what happens here stays here.
That's true. Excellent. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So Manchester is called ManchVegas. Tell us why.
I have no idea.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So, Manchester is called ManchVegas. Why is that?
Because it rocks. Yeah.
Please introduce yourself and tell us what you play in the band.
My name's Scott Murphy. I'm the percussionist.
John Luther, the guitars. I'm Fletch. I sing and shoot my mouth off.
I'm Jared, and I play bass.
All right, so you guys are working with Rat Pack Records, and the Unleashed is out. How has that been treating you guys so far?
Very, very well, actually. A lot of people, big response over the internet. A lot of people, we gave out a lot of free CDs. I mean, really, it was in the thousands, and the response and it's cool because the response is all over the country. It's not just local. It's been really, really good.
So it's been better than regional. It's been national.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's been great. A lot of different internet radio stations have picked it up and put it into rotation. Different things like that too.
So being put on a compilation with bands like Q and Vegas Temper, do you take that as flattery?
Flattery is a good word for it. Maybe. I feel good that finally we are peers, with the other bands from this Manchester scene, so that makes me feel very good.
Well, Q's not from the Manchester scene, though.
Yes, but they play a lot of shows up here, and just with Rat Pack being based out of the area, Nashua, this is definitely a scene. We're from Rochester, so this is definitely a scene that we wanted to immerse ourselves in down here.
Speaking of playing a lot of shows, you guys are horrific with a W when it comes to playing out. Is that something that you pride yourselves on, or is this something that's just happened because you've been so willing to play out?
Well, we have one simple philosophy, and the philosophy is that, if you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. But we like to scratch first, really, for the most part, We just like to, get good bands and, good shows, stuff like that,
We've interviewed a lot of bands for the television show, and most of them have thrown down for you. And being a musician and being from the local scene, that to me is heavy props, considering you guys are from, you're from like 15 towns away from here. Right. Diphthong, Hour Past have all thrown down and dropped you guys as they've taken care of us. Do you realize what you're doing for other bands?
Yes. Yes, we do.
We enjoy it.
I book the last Saturday of every month at the Dover Brick House. I like going to another band and going, here's $150 or here's $200 for playing. Like Vegas Temper, they came up and played, and I gave the bass player $160 or whatever it was, and he was like, "What's this?" I'm like, that's for playing, dude. And it's good to. Just to get everybody to support everybody. I mean, there's sometimes some drama, and there's sometimes, a little, oh goodness, and like it's the battle of the band mentality that I hate. I always hate that.
Do you feel like you're helping to be a catalyst for a coalition to support each other?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what we want to do, let's all be brothers, and we'll take over this area together. And then once we get this area taken over, we'll move our way down the road, ease on down the road, just like the Wiz.
So tell me about the new record. When's that gonna come out? What are you guys doing? What's the plans? What is up with the Window Pain?
Joe O'Brien would love. That's the $1 million question right there, because I hear it every day. When's that album coming? When you boys gonna pick a cover, and so on and so forth. But June,
Ish.
We're shooting for June. You know, we got some drums done. We're pretty much all done with the bass almost.
Yep.
You know, he's gonna go in there with the guitar. You know, there's gonna be a little experimentation. You know, because we want to have some different layers and some freaky things. You know, a little bit of Space Invaders or whatever you want to call it. He's big into that, so we're gonna, you know.
Why is your window in pain?
Experiences, absolutely. You know, different life experiences have. You know, I write the lyrics for the most part. You know, he might come up with a topic or an idea and say, hey, you know, why don't you try to make it about this or something like that. You know, I mean, you know, my life hasn't been wicked happy, you know what I'm saying? So you take all those different milestones and they add up and you just draw off different life experiences, man, you know? I don't want to be completely negative, you know, because life is not all bad, of course, but, you know, I want to be deep, you know? I think I got something to say.
I think some of it too, you know, the whole idea of the window maybe has something to do with the idea that you can look back and forward, perhaps, you know, and like Fletch said, you know, he draws from personal experience. I think we all do, you know, while we're learning our craft, learning our trade, and our writing our tunes and forging those, we're learning all sorts of things about each other along the way. So it really goes much deeper than that, but that's the whole idea.
Now, with all the bands that you've played with, I'm going to do the shameless plug for all of our friends.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite bands that you get to play with in the local area?
Mine would be Fancy Sick. I love Fancy Sick. I love Vegas too.
I really like Our Pass. I think they're great.
I like all of them, man. I like, you know, a Diphthong's a good band to play with. Who else? Our Past is great. Vegas Temper is great. Q is great. The Porter guys are great. Mindset X is fun. Steve is crazy. All of them, you know, really.
Yeah, okay, enough from you.
It's Two-Sided Season.
Yeah, I like this from the hometown. You know, we've got a great network of bands that are doing a lot for us as well as us for them. Through the Walls, Two-Sided Season. You know, those guys are great.
Recognizer.
Never Say Never, Recognizer. Those are some of our homeboys up that way. Resonate, those guys, we're doing some CD release parties with them.
Yeah.
As far as playing down here, we play with the Hour Pass, the Q, the Porter. Those guys are great. Like you said, Mindset X is fun.
Sunrise Red, those
Sunrise
guys. We
Red,
got them
yeah,
down
some
here,
local
young
kids.
guys, you know.
Angry Hill.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of those guys. They're wicked fun to play with.
Big Bass Bamboo.
Yeah. Man.
He's got the moves too. He's
does.
got that. He's got like that.
grooving. Cool.
That walking man thing that
He
he
does, yeah, but he tries to distract you.
He does.
He's clever.
So tell our local audience, MCTV, Channel 23, local cable access here in Manchester, New Hampshire. Tell our fan base who, as far as websites, and where, as far as websites, they can reach you guys, because they're going to want to contact you once they see the live.
Okay, well, first of all, there's, of course, www.fletchthehunk.com. Where, you know, I do have, you know, scantily clad photos of myself. There's our MySpace page. You know, it's the devil. They say watch out for it on the news. Don't believe them.
So it's MySpace.com
/ Window Pain.
Right.
And
But if
you-
you just go to the music section and search for Window Pain, you'll certainly find us.
And you guys can be found through the Rat Pack Records also?
ratpackrecords.com. There's also a MySpace page.com / Ratpack New England. You know, you can go there and inquire about the Unleashed Again compilation. A lot of great bands on that.
Does the Brick House have a website too?
It's DoverBrickHouse.com.
About the Hammer.
RageRockRadio.com is a great supporter of everything that we do. Excellent. I love that. Good call. Yeah, and all these people, I mean, are getting involved. And, you know, that's, I think it's God. I think he wants to talk to me.
God wants to talk
He
to you.
knows
We're
that
gonna write
I
another
signed
song.
that contract, and he's angry. He's angry.
All right.
But, yeah.
Let me do this. I do have to keep it a little short. I do apologize. Thank you so very
Thanks for
much.
having us.
We appreciate having you guys
Thank
on the
you, brother.
show. Thank
Right
you
on,
for
man.
coming down to the Spider Room tonight. Don't forget, Window Pain. Who are you and where you from?
I'm Jeremy Jerome. I'm from Dover, New Hampshire.
And I see you've got some ink. You want to tell us a story?
Well, I turned 18. I like getting ink, and I got my first tattoo, and I was hooked ever since. I like the Japanese art, and so I just figured I'd go with it. Something I won't regret. So it always looks, even if I get old and wrinkly, it'll still look cool. You can find flowers and stuff, so I enjoy it opposed to.
Are you on your way to a sleeve?
I am definitely on my way to a sleeve. Absolutely.
All right, and what artist did that for you?
Jason Scott at Portsmouth Tattoo in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
It's amazing art. It's great with colors. I love it.
All right. Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Fletch. I sing for the band Window Pain. I'm from Rochester, New Hampshire.
And tell us a story about your tattoo.
I have a lot of tattoos, but probably my favorite one's this one here on my leg. Got it at Hobo's Tattoo, Portsmouth. Every tattoo I've ever gotten's been at Hobo's. First one I turned 18. Market Square Day, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Wanted to do it. I was so stressed out that my back hurt for like 3 days because I was so nervous. But tattoos are addicting, so I got four tattoos, and that was my favorite.
I'm ready right now. Come on inside. We're gonna say hi to Creepy. Man of the hour.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Doing a little dragon work here. My friend Greg.
Sweet.
Started out with a little piece over there.
Yeah.
Just got a little out of control.
Like the dragons.
The
That's
addicting
great.
thing.
So can we interrupt you long enough
Yes,
to have
definitely.
you give us a tour of the spot here?
Of course, I'd love to.
Excellent.
Take 5? Oh yeah. Cool.
So tell me how you get started with something like this.
Actually, I had a good friend, not to mention names, but he got me into the business by actually bringing him to work, and he introduced me to my mentor, Bill Saley, Tattoo Palace. And from there, it was like a dream, push myself and just tried my best, get some great artists. Dan Gruling stand behind me the whole time. Without great artists working with you to help you push yourself to make yourself better, I don't know. I don't think you really make it. But if you do and you challenge yourself, I think you can go far in this business.
That's true with a lot of businesses. Now, you've been in this location for a long time. Can you kind of give us a tour of the shop?
Sure. We've been here for about 6 years. I think a big part of tattooing is you need a variety of pictures, flash. There's definitely some phenomenal freehand guys out there. Dan's one of them. But you need pictures, you need references for people to look at. So we definitely think that we have a good variety of things. Art is in the eye of the beholder. So, one thing one person may like, another may not, So you need styles and designs. You need stuff that have thick lines, thin lines. Variety of artwork is really important, So we offer that, I think that's a big part of your shops. I think you need a theme to a place, you know what I mean? Quasimodo come from Headliners in Nashua.
Right on.
They were kind of all bummed. They all had to come out and say goodbye. They didn't really expect anybody to ever buy it, But I told him that he would have a good home and he would definitely be, part of our representation of our shop, Halloween costumes. These are my alter egos. This is Mr. Creepy. At one point, he actually even made it to our shirt. We had a phenomenal artist that worked for us at one point, that Andy Ellis. You know him well, He drew that for me, ended up making it our t-shirt logo. We have themes like coffin. I had a gentleman come down and seen the whole shop, got tattooed here, and he's like, I got something you'd really want. Part of the big joke was, I said, well, if I fit in it, I'll take it. So that's, not that you want to plan ahead, but this way here, I always have it if I need it, We have things like our cabinet case where we have, again, a bunch of customers are bringing me, they know I love skulls. Skulls are my theme. They bring me a whole variety, bear skulls, beavers, things like that. We also have part of our case is our Nate Lamy memorial. A good friend of ours, inspiring to be a tattooist. We're proud to be, affiliated with Nate and want to carry on his legacy forever, Just different themes, things you need.
So you've got a couple of piercings. You guys do all all full body piercing here.
Full body piercing.
Full body piercing.
Anything you need, any way you want it, we can do it. It's kind of funny because at this point right now, we're starting to expand our shop a little bit. We had 2 smaller rooms. We decided to join those together to make one larger room to accommodate full body piercing. We're also looking for apprentices to learn how to pierce and tattoo. A successful shop needs an apprentice to carry on. You know, there's a variety of artists around. We're just looking for the right ones.
The right people.
Definitely.
Do all of us and our audience at home a favor and give us the rundown of the artists that you currently have on staff here.
Okay, well, as of right now, Kyle Duke still is employed by us. Unfortunately, he had a bad car crash, but we're hoping and praying Kyle will be back soon. So we have Kyle Dukes. We also have Dan Grueling, which is phenomenal. He's awesome at realism. Can't say enough. He's my best friend as well as my head artist, you know. Without Dan, Creepy Creations really wouldn't have come as far. We push each other as friends. And then we have our loyal ex-apprentice, which is Jake Tom, which is graduating up. He's definitely going to be getting his license. Kid does great silk screenings, illustrations, things like that. Really into the comic books and things like that. He's been tattooing, definitely loyal and dependable. That's key to a shop. Dependability and loyalty. They are the backbone of this place, you know. Without them, I don't strive to come to work every day. You know, if you didn't have a good bunch of guys to hang out, I mean, we're a different type of tattoo shop. You know, we don't do anything else but tattoos and piercings. You know, we're full time. This is what we do for our life. This is how we support our families, which is important. You know, I think that's something that really isn't emphasized a lot. You know, tattooists are a different breed of people. So.
Yeah, you freaks, man.
Totally freaks.
So
It's
the tattoos are the 3 of you.
Yes, right now, yep, definitely.
Excellent. And you're still looking for apprentices?
Yes. Normally we charge money for this, but this time what we're really looking for is someone like ourselves, which wants to be a proud freak. You know what I mean? You know, you want to be the best that you can be at what you do. You know, that's important. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for someone that really wants their heart into being a professional piercer and tattooist.
So this right here is where you bring everybody for their photos?
Yeah, this is our theme, you know. I kind of thought of it years ago, and I just thought it would be kind of cool. And, you know, the whole scary thing again, you know, people have that morbid curiosity about something that's scary, you know. So to be able to stand into a coffin and have your picture taken, you know, we have a variety of pictures. Some are smiling, some are, you know, a little bit nervous, you know what I mean? Some just kind of keep, you know, looking around and kind of visualizing things. It adds to the character of the place. I think it's awesome.
Now, anyone who needs to find you guys for a piercing or a tattoo or maybe just a creepy time in your shop, how do they get a hold of you?
432-8078 is our phone number.
603.
603, there you go. 432-8078. Londonderry, New Hampshire, you can call. We try not to make appointments over the phone. We want to meet you, see what you're all about. And the big important thing is come in and check us out. You know, don't settle for us. I don't think finding a tattoo shop through the phone book is always the greatest idea. You know, I think that's something that's important. That was one of the things that I had left out earlier. You know, that people need to look at portfolios more. You know, we're setting up one of our flash racks strictly as portfolios, to where there'll be 8x10s. You'll come in and they'll be browsing and they'll think they're looking at flash, but what they're really getting to see is actual tattoos. And I think that's you know, that should be key to anyone looking for a tattoo.
I agree with the man. You gotta believe in your artist.
That's it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate the tour of the shop.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys coming in.
Creepy Creations.
This song's called Left Behind. If you know the words, feel free to sing along.
it away. I just can't take it.